Hi and welcome to this hands-on review of Jenga VR for Daydream VR. My name is Sebastian, and as you know, this channel is called Daydream District, bringing you the latest and greatest of Daydream VR. So if this is your first time here and you would like to stay up to date about anything Daydream VR, consider to subscribe. But now let's check out Jenga VR, which you can get for 99 cents, Euro cents off the Daydream Play Store, and it should be around the same in US dollars. Okay, so the first thing that comes to mind here is there is no music whatsoever. It's very quiet here in Jenga VR. Okay, so we have the option screen here where we can choose. We can choose the original setup. Then we can choose this kind of setup. And the third setup is this spiral setup. Let's start with the standard setup. And as you can see, we have different heights here. Let's choose this one. And the Jenga tower appears in front of me. Okay, so if I swipe forwards and backwards, this kind of virtual finger goes forwards and backwards. So I can do this here. Okay, so in order to rotate, I have to click and swipe, and here. So now, what I would normally do in real life, of course, I would take that block and pull it. However, it seems that I have no means of pulling or grabbing. No, I can't do that. So I have to go back and push it out from the other side. So there are really no sound effects whatsoever. Okay, now I think I should have pushed it out. Yes, there it is. So even when the blocks are falling, there are no sound effects whatsoever. Okay. Let's go for the next one. How about this one? Okay. Okay, that works. Okay, I suppose it's pretty okay to use this for the blocks which are down here. However, for the blocks which are a bit up, we're going to have a problem here. Because if I take the motion controller up, of course, this doesn't get registered because we cannot move the motion controller up in space, and we're going to have a very strange angle here if I try to get this block here out of the whole thing. You see? I'm touching the upper blocks. Yeah. And now this halts and this has stopped. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's a bit strange that I don't have any sound effects. It kind of pulls me out of this experience already. And now the finger doesn't move at all anymore. Ah, here it is. Okay, for example, let's see if I can... Yeah, look how this moves, how this whole thing moves. It's a bit strange. Yeah, it's basically really tough to use the controls here because of the angle. If I want to go for the upper blocks, the angle of the finger is strange, and I cannot change it. I cannot change it, of course, because the Daydream motion controller does not get tracked in space. Anyways, okay, let's go for another setup. Let's do the spiral one. Let's see. Okay, so we have the spirals here. Let's move this around a bit. Okay, as you see, spirals. Okay, let's get one out here. It's bumping a bit. Did I get it out? Doesn't seem so. Oh, can you see? This block was moving just because I was moving the tower. I was rotating the tower. So physics get applied even though I only want to get around to get a better look. Oh, you see? So I only want to rotate the whole thing because I want to get a better look, and the physics get applied to the whole thing. That doesn't make sense. Okay, let's try the third one. Let's see what happens if I don't touch the thing but only rotate it. Let's see if I can get some of those Jenga blocks out. No, okay. Yeah, it's really, really tough to play this game with the motion controller. And there's no grabbing functionality. I can only push here. Yeah, as you just saw, Jenga VR is quite of a flawed experience. There are no sound effects whatsoever, there's no music, you're sitting in this dull room, in front of you the Jenga board. Physics are a bit strange, rotations get applied to the physics, so even if you just want to have a look around, you have to be very careful. Controls are also really not very, very good. You cannot pull something, you can only push. Then the angle of your finger is not ideal because the motion controller obviously doesn't get tracked in space. So a very flawed and unfinished feel to it, and definitely not worth even $1. Sorry to be so blunt, dear developer, but I'm sure you can improve on the game and make it better. But as it is right now, I cannot recommend to you Jenga VR. That's it for this short hands-on review of Jenga VR for Daydream VR. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Of course, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, do so now. Keep on daydreaming and see you in the next video.